Owura John Dramani Mahama ba ye ko 2 years. O kan ya ho asem etesen. And the industries is so 24/7 to see the on-air fuel, liter fuel, to power our electricity. What do I can for? What do you yana? And the other hamo. A Tommy Bia, Muni Quatin and Majumo Harado. I'm a politics of money. I see Jim Kwa a car a daho. A year 68 billion. See for the therefore ya. Edna says he can't see the Quadia Bossia. And the Bayer party will come had the Jerry William. And the quarantine prebetremu. And the bit of V8 bin konyesimu. And Bomani talk. I am telling you, say, NPP, agenda way and fact. So what Jenny Sober said that I did behind the scene. No to try and piano catch up some uncle fire and tamotia. You bet you about so pepper to send your tianwa. You want to trophy be a crum ha. A brabby a tremu. Obakwan office no. One jot 1 packet and son wababetra eh. Now Obakwan office now condom the dada ha. Odiahenkan kwame your boss say. What Jenny say be away with the NDC government and Nimbaya Fomwa. A honor dear entry mount. And we know a last one in Amedema. Kofi Siapuku, I have respected you. And I'm a diachone. But Sesadi, we are what trying to know. What try being what now? Or better say Ghana for you more power.
Odiahenkan no. One who comes Sefa Kayi AGI. Odiahenkan ko fire some George no fire buying. I'm saying this, I know we are buying Kayen, buy a bay, we buy or money, and Odiahenkan ho count. And they say, I go within a trash so I dear why yen. So power so pan dinner term. Or say, your journalist for you ha. Say great in a condom, but come office never go. Eh, here for no, Mummy, or in the baway. Or say, AGI, Papa in swap or Casa high. And I do so no den, or money, minority for Cushian or Mukekan Quasem. And I know watch and a trance. Now, Oheneba in the Aquanum for no. Intending for some corners who crop, wasn't corners of the near witnessing. But say, Odiahenkan last warning. Come Sefa Kayi to for last warning. A tosu bills old and this any bay for ma. Only be workana.
This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Odiahenkan kwame your boy eware na yire. Na na do danko akufo no special guest of honor. Oware na yire ewo Kumase. Odiahenkan ware in Kumase. Na na danko akufo ado etu car efri ha. Eko Kumase ekota na chi ewo abuakwa. Eno nti the relationship between Odiahenkan kwame your boy and na danko akufo ado no. Eda ho fritete. There is no way ye Odiahenkan betumi ahu bibi bone. Yeah, a Kufuado, even during the time and Kufuado was say Ghana no crano. I can't anything wrong with what Nanado did. Now, I because the program of Sefa Kayi acquire another platform for NPP. And Omu use that agenda. And they fighting the government always. Now, Odiahenkan kwame your boy say Obi na kwaka yese chebi. Galamsey headquarters. With all due respect, this is the 26 pages document of Professor Frimpong Boateng. And I am reading from page 29. This was the 36 pages document of Professor Frimpong Boateng. I am reading from page 29 of the document. Na mekaya asembi wo ho e de amamo. First paragraph, second, the third one. Na ohwemu a on say Hayatro no Eastern region. Now me reading from the second paragraph of Eastern region. Was saying the impunity in the Eastern region is exemplified by near unbelievable activity in Chebi. Here was it the impunity? This is the document from Professor Frimpong Boateng, who was an MPP member, an appointee of the then government, who was a cabinet minister.
Yes.
Was saying the impunity in the Eastern region is exemplified by near unbelievable activity in Chebi. Was say I had a telephone call from Mr. Eric Entry of the Office of the President. And he narrated that the youth organizer of the NPP in Chebi was excavating for gold in a field close to the house of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. And the professor from Boadu Nekai.
Yes, Prof. Nekai.
And was in another fee and chain with Chebi. You took it and say, and you could find the Nekonyatos. Now you no question Nekonyatos. And can go find the fee and chain with Chebi. You took it and said to one. But you ain't coming to hack a campus, purposely because of say, and you're not buying the was what you're buying. Your frequency will be a radio station with a crew.
Oh, I see.
And this is the enemy, but the coup for the new anonymity, yet, and your Pebian Wabaka. But these same people will just go and sit down there. What the quack now? Because we a neutral. We a neutral. What say? We checked. When we checked, it was true. Indeed, part of the garden of the president had been affected. Part of the garden of the president had been affected. And you are saying in a year with me. I go for Oniania. And to say you two God Galam say, I want another fee and chain. I'm a part of the garden of the president has been affected. What in the what can was him? Professor from Boadu say no, and the dispatching phone call, Mom could reclaim ye, or somebody what here was say. Apparently, the president did not know about this. We quickly dispatched a bulldozer and an excavator to the area to reclaim the land and vegetate it. What about the politics in tea? Odiahenkan flat. It will do anything good about NDC. Every negative story about NPP, I am kind. I want to say a positive. Yeah, we are central Dumate on the Nini. Odiahenkan. We shall see you central Dumate. Nini. Now that's Yapada. So we say we and central Papa. Ya would drop, we come to me, and no one here. And Kia Casa Timquana no blame, and Yasadiaga. And then. Can you boast of say we are some quarter on blame? What are you boast of that? We bet you about Tiana Catagana for say we are proud of Timmy. Down blame. We call Chrome near Fakop. I call some blame now. On them, epito. That's a summer quapa. What you want to come past some because on your platform. Bow down your head in shame. So come and must say to me, I saw mine. Now when you want to move, you will resource one after the other. God will punish you. What? God will punish you. When you can't come your one. No question, someone. What you want to do? Your question, someone. One day, you will rip it. What? You will rip it. Now when you want to move, your time will come. Media, Yamuraho, this video. From Odiahenkan, your 10 minutes to go.
Akra, enyama bi say, on say near Odimu ye no, and nema, Tisemu say, professional journalism amoye. Obishe ejuma awoye professionally. No, the sheni Odiahenkan ekaka or TV, she now, or among for the conclusion say, journalism standards are falling. So I can understand your anger. Because Basana. People want to generalize say journalism standards are falling. Meanwhile, we still have proper and professional journalists who maimo. Kakra wanya biadi wa kufuado ntino, nchentino, no creda won't minka. Sebika fra, oka no krempo. The journalists, you stand for the truth, you stand for credibility, you stand for integrity. And you have been apart from Professor Sefa Kayi book here wakan mima ko chebi ko udu chebi evidential before no one you get to Chebi township udu on the station na also before bi ko buzu on mo no be no mo say I say call I ask what is happening on music galamse no mutu enye say obi neka and then they will call Chebi you will see a progress of the place being reclaimed back to its normal forestry stage. But I know Krano, who say for some years ago, now it was a Galamsey area. And na professor before Mati ade a okay no enya book no mu nkwa o uko YouTube a wa grant interviews a videos no ha amanfo benya bia hwe na odiwa akotena ekeka nsem say you do this under the umbrella of journalism. You can't no so that be or no journalist or no I keep saying politics wo and a journalism wo so politics na mo pass mo ya mo piembra oh me say me a political animal yo enti me say me no be it na me nim so MPP organizer or MPP secretary ya na me nim dey out there with him mo na say wo journalist atade o gotina neutrals na kwa me Sefa Kayi so na one me want the platform na mawo na ka maji I mean you cannot there is no make no MPP4 ni allies they are doing everything possible say omenya bibia ka fa president mama ban wo ba nye ye omo de ba nyomu ka bia nye ye galamse fight ya ka won asem yi ne president mama they two akwamu fight galamse akufo ado ye no court akura nga wo wudi mi ye enye the same chebi na Black Maria for iko na yakobra mo a ono mo get iska no ono mo chi nkofo ebe baloke yo ana that no Odiahenkan no oniga na ana na ne na ware no omukọ wo ni mu no Miami enti wante Black Maria for ko chebi krom ama ya brabo ema omo reject bribe no I think it was about 50,000 Brazilian and they rejected it. And Akufo-Addo, did we have you ever heard say van operation, whatever Vanguard or whatever the form, no, or Malco rejecting Braboda?
And Nadia be Emmanuel Amakufibua. Or ma of a no man or my yellow.
Sure,
it will shock you. With Asante regional minister and Sasia Marie Clemono.
Yes. And yet the Kitua cry. And I make us say, you see, we are getting to a point where journalists for Nibino, Mansha, titular politicians. Na any more than ye. So, na minimum is miracle Boadu netia, na mina bronya netia. Yet the member who as political animals. Now, what do you also why who MPP ni de facto MPP per communicator? No consider radio. No I can Uba besani ofa na odi bi ashara ka bibi kakra is neutral no sorry asema uke we ka we se we ka fra ochi ngasa mi muse nanado SH mano he is aware all the ka on ba bontin me ka amma emo bi anjintinu it doesn't mean that we are not aware that the man wasn't comfortable with the way Akufo-Addo was handling things.
And not changing it to me about Bontebe, catch a gun for some who bet Tibia, you need a yen, you need lab, you need any day. Wouldn't you bear Martin a Kunyasun film watching?
And more chin in Casa Semonocra, only labs, only labs, seven can fly. That will change Dako, Mame, Memorial, whatever, no, yeah, no, Sikano, there's an empty lab. Empty lab, Anna. Mibisa na Akufo-Addo dankwa opapa memorial library bi awakozi wechebi no entimi is lab yo there be never be no uzo che ni me dey one thing about me is that ananu mo ahemfo de omubuo de me di mo at any time but one never ni bi no I mean oche ni that I don't think he has the moral temerity to come and complain this time around because only lab wa so how many years in it? You are having the president in your palace. It's even a disgrace. This way it has gone to, I mean, clearly establish, say, Nana Akufo-Addo ni ba umi abai no ba no. Oma nyahwe. So chini pampo chebi Nana Akufo-Addo kuro mumpo na ma hini abesu labwa. And you can imagine esu ye otifo yesu. Yo. Yetrana ekase and about Umiani, the Nado Akufo-Addo, Mpuntu abo oti say, San so abo akoko no, among of his politics there, way very evidential. And where Salah was semi okay, and free by Janjambiano, the paramount, the Oheneba, I mean, Ochen and Kasanka, Obeti for phone that time, Afra Ken of the Minister of Finance. Afra Kufuado. I shot on some person we will but no change on lab on good. And this is change in the lab. The Chrome, oh, Tirigin. You can imagine what we are going through or what we went through. And you know, Odiahenkan mo, because I am not a fan that one who attack the journalist because we can find journalists for no. You are the forefront of democracy. Your politicians in the who fear. Mona ya moya de mugare. But I don't know journalist politician na. Anseminu your name you to say how politicians handle each other. Because Nana for Bibiama now be in a mo I mean appreciation there. Obiya Bibina but not to the detriment of another person. And then Juma. And the Odi and with some of those comments. One the warning shots and one man warning is only careful. Then yes, another time Obesa is comment, you know. Many may Abraham one for in the challenge you. What me know what my handle and I have actually told him, I mean, but be a journalism. Odiahenkan, your name in the media space, I mean, and that's I check. I told Odiahenkan new media space not check. And you know, this way, this is not what I mean. Uncle AGI. Or more unimark issue idea or maybe Odiahenkan they shouldn't be seeing videos like this coming from you. And yet I can assure Ghanaians that the fight against Galamsey is progressing steadily. And then many who can say ensure everyone Ashanti region east no west na and ka unkosa it's Pitonu. I mean initial starting back kakra EPA for crowd the system yaba almost started to purify ensure na azifo. But when you say Galamsey no and Nana Kufuado omuyama if you crack na anisu bona eya call. And banda I mean when you call otia ensure na nisu than fine. You are starting your super. Actually, I mean, you can see say Galamsey no, it is stopping because Oti Galamsey also bad because a course war. Easy now, the river water base no, down to river Otintino. The effect was coming to us, but because I agile so on the down where you are seeing is ensuring and this is an Kaya Kokono. Asate me, change fine.
How the miss?
And you know, maybe we see no. Yabeka share Ghana force they should bear with the government.
Okay.
At the end of Kufuado and me at the 8 years, I be saying no. So the mama did me for 1 year, just 3 months in CAC. Baby say we can fry. Obiara ni say mobile phone. Who can say reset your phone na? Who do move phone wa? Who buy reset here? It will take time.
Yeah.
Who I take it time on soon as the phone be perform more. It performs very well.
Yeah.
And you know we are the resetting agenda is not just a mere slogan. It is a reality. It is something now the government is determined to execute. And you know at the time that you are resetting, it might not be that good, but the sure bet is that it will be good.
Thank you. Merci. Yeah, the most mama. But idea about very important all the time, and say. Sabin predia so be anywhere. Obegu aban bi ani mase. Se no ma man pani Akufo de ye no Ghana ha nyina na na yese ye ka ho asemo. Aka Ghana kranka nana ofura konya so kontumi ntra. My imagine some of the damage control because NPP was on the munya bidi. NPP was on a yakesefo. One anamu men. It here be a brain drew ya mobabe pebia di and I be a brain drew was a making myself relevant. Odi wada Roma. Obi trustworthy. Adwuma ye nyina na ye o. Nti eya to bo ase ne nyina ye nim ye ho pa. Inuoma bi a waye won. Eye too much. Obi anim se wodo President Akufo, no doubt about it. but the kind of credit at all some what yes yes or senka for CBB one emre Odiahenkan kwame your boss say what join the Sabia with the NDC government and Nimbaya Formua to tackle Honorable Sam George and Nominian spokesperson of Casamano. Honorable Sam George when spokesperson here and I said yes or Casamano. We in Samano. But so Casafa NDC Amanu Kuno, Ura John Dramani Mahamanoa, and Nam Yen Naya son or Bayano. A honor dear way watching say obey Fia. You know better teaching mu pepepe. And we know a last one in Amedema. So when it down and I say when him say what we neutral, ya we on century juma neutral, you on century juma neutral. But so be hiding behind the scene. So we better baby now the dear tem about the pa. One of the entry mom. Mr. Kwame Sefa Kayi, when you were juma anymore. And a bear say, a yinu when you know. Obediatum. Because you're born some and say we Olympic torch bearer. It is that Olympics torch bearer no. One say a year abasobadia kasiye. Ya wanya as achievement e wo wiase nyina no. A bear say, obey one century adwuma genuinely. Owura John Dramani Mahama Shas yes we see e-blocks. Now to me kwagina ba bi no wakotwa e de aba ba kira me yehu say e-block we ye ka say yesi ye duru ha say nete. But the Kufuado ba ya wo mess things up. Na the open na wo ye. Ye ti kroma na ye hu nyina o ni ye obi ane nsa no adwuma. Ye nim say Ghana gas okoda board so no. Afa na Kufuado aba mu na hu bone ana ewu. Ye nim nuoma hodo am ye no krom ha. And the Kufuado ni wo bi MPP ni wo bi. So what dream is so be said that hide behind the scene. No to ayampi anu aka chom say mon ko fire na metamochi a. Ye betia ba so pepepe te said ye tie no a. Na ebia no anya ni easy. Because we are see tie no. God being so good ye ni ye ho pa. Da bia me ka say. Ye won say trafi bi okrom ha. Ebra bi atwa mu. Obakwa no office no. Wanom jot one packet ansa no waba betra e. Na obakwa no office na condom de dada ha. Yenim yaho. Etimu ntomo boase. Yenim yaho pa. Eti said ye musi ya no se modwe me se. Mo be ye fia. Yenim be ye fia mo yem besemo. Munya very careful. I am telling you. Nam honte. If you mo ho pa. Akufuado ba ye de mo hu bone wona ho. Akufuado ba ye no mo hu bone wona ho. But Owura John Dramani Mahama anytime obeba power bia no. E wo say mo shada mo nya bi kra mo create bi to no so. But munya very careful. Hwe ye wo enkrofo bi o mo di dwuma wo krom ha. Over 90% of them apam political party in Tabia Shase. Ena wamode nya atwom no ede aya botire ena omode nam. So all the time they prove beyond say omode businessmen and women. But obedo masuko no na politics afro money. Minority group e wo krom ha no so omone AGI Association of Ghana Industries ekwakushia. Wamu koye kokodru ya instead of some be kan ye beboa mo minor cost no. AGI asem wamu koka ye. Nyansa baako kure mpim. Na president of AGI Kofi Nsiapoku ye ni mu fritetete sa politics ashoma ewo kure mu. And we MPP need deep. But I come to me, I am a wonder ho. Share many of them Ghana for. You ever started a film and a band can say. Fangu a kotuaba could be a betubiano. Young facility bako and fantoso. Said the Abaya says, Silly Makuma Konoa. Yade tosono. You bet to me, ye says, the city no. Near the shot and Yamahuadinimu. na nkane na tumi agina so na obi te se Kofi Opoku a wɔyɛ president Edema Association of Ghana Industries no watumi anya kane manager so 24/7 na dia power ni nooma enti duan top petrol bi ofro car na nyina ya ka bom se petrol akotoa ba ko bia ne diesel akotoa ba ko bia no ye de bi beto so and the diesel akotoa ba ko 17 cedis petrol akotoa ba ko ba bia me to me de 13 cedis sentia akotoa na kokoduru no obi anim America fo ento kwabone a omode akofoforo Iran ama straight of Formos omatum ama na fa wontumi ntwam ana wiase fa wobu akoso ana me ne mo kasai America eto akotoa bako not less than $8 to $9 America eto akotoa bako not less than $8 to $9 calculate na hwenebu the highest around the globe but yet to come ha President Donald Trump beka say we prefer wonu bi apto abra ho no bebre wo ho but ono kra no enya effect won so na enya Ghana but ye nya Kofi Opoku a anka wo se wo to Ghana fofo no catch am say petrol bo na akosoro no enya ban can we say Ghana depending on hydro and thermal. But we also use from a gas. But we also use light crude oil. When we use no power machines, no, we are to me and Kania and you be at them. And tis a petrol walk off affected and Yamahuading. Nansanya President Mahama, I reduced the price of Kania yeto starting from Boshumi. Na winim enyamu na maye bibie politics and efra money etiemamu hunu ma papa mu hwe MPP ebe free power omuja ka 68 billion omuja ka 68 billion ewo ECG nkwa 68 billion and on bottle only ECG 68 billion. This 68 billion car womo bottle hono mama yentra se ne yemi sase AGI mote yana moba ka tire Ghana for say moba abonte anyanyam bia mutumi organize press conference aka tire Ghana for say MPP Daka 68 billion atu ECG no ebema yenuma guana Kofi Opoku bibisa I just want to address you because we are not chomni enye nyame na me medimani ato na nka mekeka bi atrɔ pa wadwunu mu ha pa bema wadwunu mu ha ayam nya se mama ho kwan ama politics and dream trimu a ema mutumi nyusu madwene mfa nwene obi enje ka 68 billion ato ho ye be ye dan ye tumi akwa de light ya kwadi sika koto gas ECG aboka ema during that time no power producers ni be bre no ano e back off from ni ECG nya adwuma eti ewura dum so owura John Dramani Mahama ba ye ko 2 years o kan ya ho asem etesen and the industries is so 24/7 and the generator nyina mahoden owura John Dramani Mahama say yenyi cedi mako 1 cedi on a fuel liter of fuel to power our electricity. What you want to for? What do you nyana? And yet hamo. A tomle bia, muni kwati and majumo harado. Mama politics of free money and during the timer a bemba power. You beka yes say. ECG nkwa a car a daho. A year 68 billion. 68 billion is 6.8 trillion. 6.8 trillion ECG nkwa car wo mu gya ne ho no ye be de ne yeska e de akoto light crude oil ni jam from gas ye be power machines amanyina mahode to bakoso iti adwene ne se obi atofa nwo a yenyi 1 cedi no bakaya energy sector levy owura John Dramani Muhammad bae akufo do defo ya ejina se sika so de kwaje bosia ade baye party wo krom ha de jare wiam ade quarantine ali prebetre mu ade bit V8 din konyo simu abo man ni to ko be traye enti ya na muti akse na se bawu. Were you able to organize press conference? Wabra energy sector levy akufo do de kwaje loan e se sika no kwa no. Why were you? Ya chunfo busuefo e kamu kwa kagana nkoso because afenyomo any patricia piejemo adobe siamu party ma in the name of industries etimianya politics niama bani hu say ya no ya kasa Owura John Muhammad de wono no baby ofri different planet wono no baby ofri different planet and no one is catching Owura John Dramani Muhammad say when you're president for the future, not in Ghana. And you may be so. Now, Kobina Kekan Kwasi Assembly of John Dramani Muhammad in Nesre. Me and Kamino by ya coming Kwanina. What is this? I know how this are. I don't know Mama Bonnet to be sir. He, Mama Yakwano. Kofin Siopoku. Mama Yentia Assembly of Kaya Potu, be a yinasun. Na wonti asem kwa kofinsie poku wakaye no na mumi sane say anyim bia what was the problem bone be na ye de aye no wo mo ba ye bedru ye ya wo no wo gina ho amudi nkomo yi awase mo mo ti ase say minority ye de sama ba mo ba ye ya mokui mo boka to ho ECG 68 billion. And now, you do one see the beer to swear ye ya ho beto yen. But then I'm so come on about 2 1 into no. A burning to me. Mama, your industry say go. Mama, your business is a coffin. Tell MPP, tell them. They came to your office. You rather praise them. Sing love songs. What you do on your mouth? We are yana kofisi apoku. We be dra ho baba wonu ma eche Ghana for. Masa, we be careful. We be yesterday rough. Se mo je se mo di manu be si aban hu a. The way ya ye no betre krom ha no di mu dwane. What some a wo ka ye no. We say it is important at this point that we start talking about the removal of the 1 cedi to bring our cost of operation down. At that point, we could absorb because we had to balance it with the appreciation of the cedi. But if nothing is done about it now, then we will also begin to look at our operational cost to start increasing prices, which we do not want to touch. Chairman, so start here. Yes, you must show goose, no. We are a campaign at Yasemian to Adi. What is this? What is this? More men who for so painful sacrifice kakra to me. America for koko. Munim. Modumanu atum. Makasetia. MPP for car. Omo bottle one son omoko. No munim. Omo ba yanka kansi nanim. Kanu kwetira down for inside down for agro. Kachira no. Said yamu ya bone. Masay wa manu mama say. And the much ye higher katremo. What to me kai. Baby Draho say, 1 cedi na that's one. When you fiso, ni enko fa de hin. Yenyi free so ne enkofa ne wo hen. Wo pese ya dan kaniem. Wo pese costos Ghana for Mislamo. Winim. NPP for sase. Wo ma hwehwe scandal a wo munya bi. No mo hu say. Owura John Mahama baaye no. Bosiama MPP akogye no. Amawiase afa na nyina ye ho nya akono. Ye kwose ye kotobi. Ye kwodi sika kra de aba beto toothpick. Mpo de aba Ghana ha. Enya de ombema yen. Owura John Mahama hu ni senti no. En wo se onye bosia. Eti ye nyina mahoden no. En wo se woto pentu baako bia petrol pentu baako. Yenyi wansidi. Emfanka ho. Na yenyi eno fanso anyina mahoden ni mu. Said ye beya kanea no ebetumi agina so. E wom se some places wo ha bi mu complain. E ho ne de mu hwam kurom ho na mo ne wo nka ho asem. Because problem no omo na wo solve. Wo meni mo kase sese ye te ye di nkomo yi. Anyina mahoden na agina so no. MPP percent kanea ni dundum. No mo begina mu kadum so. Because se some nya scandal. Enti wansi ni na da so no. Omuni AGI fire kanana si anyim free ho ni ayi free ho a ye be sa kodum som because omu jai wo mani dum so ansa na moko etisi ayi sa wansi di no and the free so a Ghana be sa connect dum so etisi Ghana kodum so a ebema wu fidia sei u costo be sei we number pro we nyuma be sei we ye tell ni obakwa kwatra so ntumi mpamade we ye mercy a we ye ayi tell ni a yampama de uye tra wo be kontumi nyadwuma etu opese sabre ni du but ye can pain ye tofan ye say we are comfortable with it ye can ye gina so ayepe e de na ya so be ko adwuma e be ko koduru fia najo na be duru oni yadum kanea e de na ya du sa e de na ya tensa ko fisia puku ko podio bo pa na man ye say wo meto Ghana fo Ghana for you see we are comfortable with that one city on top no because a yen kon ye to fan wabode. What? Russia ni Ukraine kra na yem fa won fa hokra no na bote wo e keka nsemfo. Empa ya yem won se Donald Trump sa abro so owi obe na wotwe yenu na wotwe yensa. Se Iran for no mogugu o mo homa America ahwe o mo na yatumi abi ho na tum ni yatumi akofa fan wo. Se Ukraine so na ebu America no mo hu ye mobo. Amen no so yatumi dia ba obi ntumi hu dia bekyere dia. But I am telling you say NPP wajen the way emfa. Kofi Siapuku, I have respected you. And I'm a dia chone. But se sadi we are what trying no. What try bi mu what na. Obete se Ghana for yin mu pa. Ye be bo wura obusu mu mu hu say yes. Okura no se onam kurum akura wo obi a. Oh, you Juma dear, would you know company now? Now, see, you better set that bold product. I'm a Ghana for a blacklist. Damn you. There is this issue about me table so for more than a decade. I decided not to talk about it, but baby, I do know. Emoye hukakra. Na we are family who and family who are that could be of ever found. Because Greater Accra region, one of the hottest issues, ya edini pa kwa samado more sase ho asem. Say what the other regions in sase ho nsem eba. Won say o ka say wi oso aye de ekuku. Iti abranti yo Mahama o de yeka Mahama o de yeka nyina no. Omo de ekuku. Bado banka ha ensase. Na asase ani papa tenase asidan ademo no before so betumi asidan den chance aguso aboso wonkran ha wie bie pono twen ademo no na oye champion man ensem biasi amrahiafo a level complaint kakra se omasase bia eda baabi opani bia ye frɛ no Benson Sairam Atiaka e budan ni gufom o budan ni o kum nipa
I mean say fuel bo akosro na AGI for I have issue with just a token na ye feel say ye fa kan ho na ye fa chichiro man na I think there is problem. I have problem with AGI because AGI is telling us say 5 powerful countries kwa more than Israel, Iran, US, Ukraine, Russia, kwa say no such external shocks no. Ghana, are we on island? Are we not going to have the negative impact of that? Say bikafra ntokoi aba between Israel US alliance against around 4. I show the clear difference between MPP and NDC and the level of our competence and the effectiveness of management of the affairs of this country and our economy. Ukraine, Russia, just 2 countries. The Topetro, a liter of 20 cedis.
Yeah.
A bikra filling station bikra 21 to 22 cedis per liter. We are talking about 5 countries are equal and then mini UK. Me by Ukraine for a star asaba form about 11.50.
Oh boy.
Yeah, me to 4 star about form. So
Temina star there am sa no and no mama kwatu.
That be na almost a star no e mu a enye that stable. But we call the highest or maybe 13.
Me 13.
Or maybe about from Accra, me to 11.30. And we are trying to let the whole world know say Omai e munkra na ebe. Abai ebe na afamu de no. E was it mamufon years the yeboa. We cannot end Oman Ghana without sika. Nia Ghana for ensure animu ne say wutua levy bia you see the impact of it. And then mini UK roads are ongoing now. Big pushy your construct akwai. Oti use mini UK Bosha about share Miami region equipment that Oti river no ho a yebabo construct bridge kese pa unko krachia. You don't even need to use a ferry.
Yeah.
And these are normal the Koswa, say because evidential on the grounds. And you know, AGI having problem with a token levy. A man says, Timamufon Tia na Invanticho Mino. I think they are being unfair to the government. Because I could follow by levies upon levies. Levies upon levies, mismanagement upon mismanagement. Na AGI for yanshana until mudede sao. Yanshana until munkasa na sao bino Oheneba o munkada. And you know, I didn't na say bikavra. E token na yese na say levy kakra kwaya yedika huna yedi ayoman yi kwaya is because of external shocks here. Akoba unprecedented and nipa na nyo. But I keep saying say atufosen ni eduji ni ami bra penny any Dr. John Jinapo, they are doing fantastically well. Because nia ekoso we are say afena munina omuti manage your petroleum products say we can fly as now you top petrol liter of 30 Ghana cedis crown. I think they deserve a lot of credit. And the AGI from me, we all know that you need to run this country. And the country cannot be run with leaves. You don't run country with leaves. You can't edible mine. Maybe but say na ngosisi kan me twa ni mutwa akiri. Say you say levy the impact of the levy is not felt on the ground. Forget about me being NDC regional deputy secretary. Yeah, na Oheneba me no say there. Yeah, na metna efficacy mo abopa aboabai no ayi. I say no, na wuje levy no a wode ye no enye. But for now, there are reasonable justification why say we can fra. E was say abai every levy kakra. Enti me there the only thing I can say is that AGI should, I mean, they have some credibility. Nema be mama among from believe say is a shadow political wing be a person political party be interest. And then they should even bring that justification. Reasons Bentina, Levica cry, and they come Abu or mine. What are the reasons in Jamu problem with it? Say we can fly external shocks now, Abana, IFS economy, Biano, Ghana, and Kawana. And we are cutting off deal with IMF. Yes, you and Jibusiambio. And say what Jibusiam or Buchebiuma. Here now, Abamania Scadi Abu or mine. And then ever to talk a crana. You see, the government is doing extremely well for this country. Share and then NDC as a party. Because President Mahama want to build a formidable Ghana, we are starving as a party, but
Sure.
we are making sure say, it is not about the party, it's about the country. And the appointments, and some other problems. Say President Mahama on Begana, he can choose to create so many appointments.
Yes.
No go biara nyabi, including some of us you feel so. Nga ye juma esi so ja bibia ye nya hwe no.
Kono so betumi afa 1
obet for 150 ministers cross on ni limit. Afa say bi ka fran kan na kokoko boy kro obet manya see was in deputies about 7 kra. Na why can na abeso nyina so. But president said they be it is not about say you must satisfy IAS or man who can anything coupon for coupon grand appointees MPP time moment turn left and right and then you don't have it.
Yeah.
There are some appointees in this government coupon.
Hey,
They say I know of appointees we are buying Ukraine because of the way the president is managing the public presence, you know, if you call for Uber or medical office. That opulence, you know, it is not more there. It is the reason why so you tax now Ghana ha. And the panel is happy because you don't pay tax for president now or the whole room go to tax and fan command amount for and fan go do one and slave is up and now. Those things has been a thing of the past. And the AGI if AGI have really there some cogent reasons but they shouldn't always let you look as if you say and this whole position we are against tax. Baby Obiara say because every common sensical person knows that they tour they do busca they do more money.
Yeah.
Now as a country tax will be part and those levies are what is needed to run the economy of the country. In our case, we are cutting off a deal with IMF. Young Busambiabio. And this young Nika, young what is the big deal about that? I will say AGI for their on is their opinion, and we are in a democratic dispensation where I mean civil society organization and such associations, you know, they also have their say, but I mean government is always not about I mean pleasing everybody. Sometimes government is about assertiveness, it's about boldness, it's about what is in the interest of the larger public. Send there obi make sure one city. Now one cheap compound on the village. Obi bet you one city as a levy. Now no quite now. Aka hono no ye the quota to so. Obi bet you one city levy. To send me a few oti. Make you one city levy. Now ya be the ya bridge atu oti river so a. Some me go crash here. Me go Tuaska and ferry. I can just drive past and go. I think Ghanaians, this is what Ghanaians wants. And yenya obi opinion make sure no. Ena idea is a matter of a worry. Now, maybe problem me work a crowd say these people they were there when Akufo-Addo and Bawumia no omudi oman you actually we didn't hear them talking. But President Mahama and Brenzo there now just all voices are some governor omako in coma nyinano they have suddenly come back to life and they are now criticizing, they are now talking and doing blah blah blah. And then President Mahama Zanya Bio. Any banaba appointees were cut short. Opulence living of appointees, you don't see it. Then Bio, now President Nsaye, and to me they live, you know, AGI for our problem. I also think our problem with them. Our problem. I personally have a problem with them. We have to make sure say we can fry. We will have enough reserves so that external shocks here because in there, around for Israel for US for to
yeah.
You don't know when it's going to end. Then Trump acquired press conference or putting nuclear bombs together to face Iran. Iran also say their supreme leader is killed and they are going to make sure say Israel pay for that. And so it's a whole lot of issue. And as a nation, as a generational thinking country, LCA say, how do we prepare enough? How do you make sure that there will be enough reserves so that going forward, no, say external shocks in Ukraine continue to a very, devastating level. We will not be carried away by it. And once in the levy, I am willing to pay. I'm a Ghanaian. I know. You are very ready to pay.
Yeah.
And a majority of Ghanaians are willing to pay. And the AGI for yes, government have listened to them, but I believe that government wouldn't want to be moved by what their claims to say 1 cedi levy. Yeah, the back you found one seminar, no, I don't think government will do that.
Okay, we are still on it here. Didn't come on Ghana, baby. I hear you know. AGI scrap for a year 1 cedi on fuel levy. Na AGI enemy near work. AGI enemy near work. As I say, you share the way no minor. Is see air cost no. And I you know my holding agent so. And 1 cedi levy was to support the energy sector. Energy sector no and then didn't to my papa at the Efran. And they can agent so in all the time in so. Or mine punch you and you go so yet to one things. Yes, the condition of Ghanaians, the living conditions of said Ghana for is the equine. Adala for at the Kratebi at the Abreme Waha. Na or more ansama or more eka yeno. Yet yen shebi na yen who said ye see echo because now a man for should say Enoma echo ye anase enyinama hoden ejina so enkania ya toto lorry fame no wan hwe yi a we ekosoro no ebe affect we but another day National Chairman Emma Concerned Drivers Association Pauli was said we cannot impose new fares on Ghanaians until we have engaged Transport Minister Joseph Bukari Nikpe. If you assembly more sign say if the fuel levy is scrapped, it could lead to doom so for Ghanaians personally. I do not support the removal of the 1 cedi fuel levy. This is Adrama for Enekase. Do you think a baby Edruno, yan scrap and put ye, Yadika the home command watching? Lorry fair, a man for say yan tutum, because they say baby a fuel more aqua kudruno, a be having. As Deputy Secretary for, do you think, sir? Because Adama for the say, I would your own send for so even if there is crown one, also we see a minister, sir. Or don't we have him, or baby one.
Many driver for near dream because you know Oheneba. Obi Yarena one our Kunuma drama. A driver for transport business and if petrol and a diesel na factor you consider in running a transport business. And number of factors we bring account. And do other na PURC for the crata be babon say there are almost reduce tariffs on utilities in Yama. You see, we have to extend the scope of utility. We don't have to limit it to electricity in transport in is part of utility. And I would prefer there should be reduction in transport. Because PURC said from I think April 1st there should be reduction in electricity and water tariffs. And transportation is part of utility. And then you can say dollar no, this CD no, ntokwa CD no winning. It means that spare parts are not expensive again. Roads are being fixed, and then who call villages, who call rural areas out of Accra. Most of our roads are in good condition.
Yeah. So
it tells you that drivers don't spend much on maintenance. Top spare parts are no one should them because the city is doing well against the dollar. So transport dealers are getting products at a reasonable, supply price. And you know, they would not just want to rely on fuel, petrol, almost increase transport. And in any case, the best decision to take is to consult the minister. There is a minister, there is a European or share transport in Semo. So for transport people to think of increasing their transport fare, and so many ministers in our Kasa. Ebiana mini ukai. So by auto star 13. Limit on no baby 11.30.
Yeah.
And you know, there is no uniform. There is no it's like the BB say unilateral petrol price in no more. Yanka so 20 Ghana per liter baby antino and intino a driver for increase on transport. And to me the decision to consult the minister is the best. We are at a point where any petrol the only thing now run the transport business. And engine is a petrol cost of kakrantia transportation cost. Public Utility Regulation Authority say at least tariffs embark from kakra because inflation about from and Obianu say inflation back from price of goods and services must also come down.
Yeah.
And you know, minimum pressure or more. I mean, when you know, may show say MB before actually.
Okay.
Because the drivers are more run on transport. So if they're running at loss, who run business as who never say, gonna increase your business. Maybe MB before no person almost find every means to make this government unpopular. And they are not getting it. If it comes to scandals, they are not getting scandals from the government. If it comes to, errors of administration, the only thing now, they want to be behind these people. Say, I'm going to travel. I don't want to say, I'm going to travel business.
Okay.
And you know, and they also know that they have a sector minister. Even if anything, they have to consult their sector minister. And they know more again. And I make they should be very focused. They should be determined. And more pressure, but biara and influence on negatively because at the end of the day, no, say uko increase transport now. Who are you say uko your government not popular? Also business and so form. And to share and your petrol na the running transport business. Okay. There are other factors. If the petrol is a bit higher, now other factors in the stable. They should, be focused and like they say, they should consult their sector minister.
Okay.
When I was say, me fa kwenya isuna your branch executives are muoti. Secretaries here the membership registration no abayo ye.
Okay.
Internal reorganization no koso. And chebia by a branch election. Ede about constituency, region, and national, and as for.
Okay.
And the Jumadia, executives no ye no. Yabafa kunya isuna don't see. Now ya koso upon Jose. And expectation from government no. Yeah, we are so on the waiting list.
Okay.
Who expecting BBF a buying on chain now on Sankaya. It doesn't mean it's late.
Okay.
Kill no song. Ebibenya no pa. Ebibenya we are used to be. My embakase say bikafra. And room is no party no ebeko enimu no. Me twina bachi. And tesa obiane nembre.
Okay.
There was a time omo and there say bikafra almost no musu.
Yeah.
And into days years no there be a time my so ebesre a ebisu besu. Nti no omo yemfa odo no quarantine party no. Na enya me pa me the kanka kire o oti regional secretary position no
yeah
ebeda honum empty na me deputy
okay
my masu adwuma no as apprentice for the past 4 years
yeah
and say because obi am apprentice there say akwanya no beto beba there na chese me na e wo say edi mame na me so
okay
osompa me de omo amu no osompa me so na makoso ato as so nti me no duru a nya me pano de duru a ye be pese omo de omutumi me mai na ya so
okay
me da se bebe
me da se papa Ralph and Kofi the boy and Imanonati and Peter almost so eboy me the jumadi at the bremo meeting at the Ukumangra the one Oheneba Boama Benye Mamin Fasadam Fama Minia Bema Abraham Boafu Uti Regional Deputy Secretary or Beko Secretary. But also a by Beka, home, the jumadi at the bremo meeting.